Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be an exciting day. I am waiting for FedEx to arrive with a box from Neiman Marcus, and it contains the Guerlain Lore Primer. It's the gold one. That's right, we gonna play with some gold today. At least if the mail comes. Does it always seem to take longer when you're waiting for it? Is it like watching water boil, where you kind of need to not look at it and then it speeds up the fabric of time and space? You know how that works? Yeah, I need to find something to do with myself because the mail isn't here yet and I'm climbing the walls. Actually, I'm not climbing the walls. I'm sitting here and compulsively eating nachos. Is it here yet? Still not here. Okay, it just arrived. It was so funny. I was sitting here typing something and I saw the van pull up, but it was across the street and it was like one of those FedEx, you know, the minivans that they actually don't have like the corporate logos on both sides. So I didn't know if it was like a broken down ice cream truck or the FedEx guy. And then he hopped out and I was like, yes, I think that's a FedEx uniform. And here's the box. Now, I actually have no idea what is going to be in here because the reason that I buy anything from Neiman Marcus at all is because I get my face serum there, the Lancome Genifique. And that was back ordered. And I'm currently out of it, so panicking, trying not to panic. But that may or may not be in here because normally, this is way too much information about Neiman Marcus, but normally what happens is if you order, let's say in this case, 2 things, but one of them is back ordered, unless you specifically request it, they are not going to ship anything until your back ordered stuff arrives. And so when they emailed me to tell me that, I got right back at them and I was like, please, can you send the serum later and just get me the other thing now? And they were like, sure. So that's what they did. But there could also be both things in here because this is kind of a big box and I just got 2 little things. So let's get some scissors and open this puppy up. When in doubt, sharp metal objects. What do we have in here? We got a lot of stuff in here. Oh my goodness. What? What is all this stuff? There's like oodles of stuff. But it's not my Lancome serum. So let's see what we have. Let's just go in order. What do we have here? What are you? Creed. Aventus for Her perfume. It smells like kind of like old lady perfume, I'm not gonna lie. It really smells like this perfume that my mom used to wear called, what was it? Emerald, I think, from the drugstore. Kind of gives me happy memories, but maybe if I were 90, I would wear that. Anyway, Louboutin, Trouble in Heaven. This is apparently a perfume sample. It says, intoxicating and mysterious, the scent of provocation. Well, okay then. I don't know that I feel very provoked. I think maybe I broke my nose with the first one, so we're going to come back to this. I didn't know Louboutin made perfume. You learn something new every day. Next. These are all samples. Sicily. Integral Anti-Age Serum. Day and night. Get a little tube. So it's basically a day and night cream, I guess. I don't know. I'll play with it later. This video is not about my samples. I'm just excited about them, so deal with it. Then we have this huge thing, which is the bottle that which is the card that the Creed little thing was supposed to be in, apparently. So you're gonna go back in there, old lady drugstore perfume. This is what it says. The House of Creed introduces this fresh new scent that radiates poise and confidence. Inspired by history's most powerful women, Aventus for Her is a mesmerizing olfactory celebration of all modern women. Basically, noses rejoice. Apparently. I'm not having so much rejoicing going on right now, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, next, it's like the bottomless box of samples. Prada. Apparently, there's 2 samples in here. One is for her, and one is for him. So, Prada L'Homme and Prada La Femme. My nose is so busted, I'm not even gonna smell these. Let's read the Snooty copy, though. It'll be fun. A fragrance of pears. Not pears like you eat, but like a pair of... I don't know. Pair of dogs. A fragrance of pears, like a game of olfactory mirrors. Neroli and pepper, amber and iris, violet and geranium, cedar and patchouli juxtaposed in this airy, sensual, and quintessentially Prada mix. And then it says it in French. Let's see what the female version says. Quintessentially Prada, frangipani envelops an ylang note, while spicy accords are smoothed by beeswax, vanilla, tuberose, absolute, and vetiver. Solar and sensual, like the dewy memory of a faraway flower. We're gonna see about that. We're gonna see. But not right now. Because we have gold to play with right now. What are you? What? I said we were gonna play with the gold. What the heck, Niemans? I said we were gonna play with the gold. I guess we're gonna talk about Yves Saint Laurent. What is this? YSL Signature Strobing Sculpt with Light. So it's like Touche Éclat on steroids? The first Touche Éclat infused with ultra-fine gold shimmer for a unique, natural glow. Yeah, because, you know, naturally my face has gold all over it. Application. Create a golden glow by accentuating the high points of the face. Apply on the cheekbones, up onto the temples, down the bridge of the nose, and above the cupid's bow. And pro tip, for an added shot of light, apply to the inner corner of the eye, or even on the eyelids as an eyeshadow base. Well, okay. Now, let's talk about this bad boy. This is a primer, okay? A primer on steroids. Lower, it means the gold. Radiance Concentrate with pure gold makeup base. This is a 1 ounce bottle. Let's open her up. And of course, I already have makeup on, so I'm not going to be putting this on my face right this very moment, but tonight I will probably do my makeup again because it's fun. And here we go. Here we go. Do you want to see the birth? Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. What's in here? What else is in the box? What else can be in the box? Clown cars. Let's see. No. Instructions. In every language known to man. Hopefully one of them is English. Here we go. The radiance of pure gold for your complexion. Listen to this. As a pioneer in the use of pure gold as an ingredient in makeup, Guerlain has selected pure 24-karat gold flakes, as would a goldsmith, and cut and fashioned ultra-brilliant, ultra-reflective flakes and suspended them in a translucent gel that gives the skin a subtle glow. On contact with the skin, this astonishing gel is instantly transformed into a fresh and active water that is rich in beneficial and beautifying components. Hydrating agents prevent the skin from drying out. A combination of 3 tightening polymers form an invisible mesh that smooths away fine wrinkles and gently smooths and lifts the skin. From the moment of application, your complexion is illuminated with bursts of gold and radiates with an incomparable beauty. Your skin is satin smooth and supple, ready for perfect makeup hold. They are not playing around. Application. Take a small amount of gel, press the applicator once or twice, apply to your face from the center and smooth outwards over the face. Apply foundation immediately. Don't you be waiting no 30 seconds. Immediately. This is a real glass bottle. It's very heavy. There are the gold flakes. Check them out. Let's see. Sorry, the sun is kind of crazy, but you can see those aren't boogers. That's gold in there, apparently. And we have this metal lid. I just realized this light is stupid. I look like I'm in jail again. Let's close the blinds. We're out of jail now. Yay. So sometimes you have to prime a pump like this for a couple times. So I'm not sure how. Okay, that was one pump. We're just going to use one pump because this is just a little swatchy swatch. So, looking at it immediately, can I see gold before I touch it? I can. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, though. But you can... Yep, there it is. You can see that, right? There's a gold flake in there. That is definitely a gold flake. Okay. Holy mother, this is very fragrant. Wow. Let's see what happens when we rub it out. Now, it has really good slip over my skin. By the way, ignore the tape on my wedding rings. There's a story about why they're too big and I have to do that. Anyway, focus on the gold, people. Focus on the gold. So we're rubbing it in. It has a very light texture. They weren't kidding when they said it kind of becomes like water-like, but it doesn't absorb as quickly as water would, which is good because it means you have more time to like slip it over your skin. And it doesn't feel like super sticky or anything, which is good. And I can't feel that I have like anything on my hand. It doesn't feel cakey or greasy or heavy or sticky or anything. Now, this is quite some fragrance going on. If you read the copy that's, Guerlain's copy, like on the Sephora website, they devote an entire paragraph to the fragrance. So this is not a situation where they put some funky smelling stuff in a bottle and they needed a quick fragrance to cover it up. No, this is like they crafted a fragrance for the product. If you have if you have a fragrance sensitivity, before you buy this, I would go to a Guerlain counter and either just sample it or ask for like a pump in a little jar to take home and use and see if you can handle it. Now, I don't know if y'all know Graveyard Girl, Bunny Meyer, who is hilarious and awesome, and I love her, by the way, and you should check out her channel. She has exceedingly sensitive skin. She's always just talking about how a lot of products really bother her. She uses this, and it apparently doesn't bother her, so... Now, I'm feeling my skin, which it looks and feels dry, but there is a very subtle... I can feel that invisible, like, what did they call it? Like, polymer matrix that forms. I can definitely feel that my skin feels a little bit firmer on the back of this hand as opposed to this one. Now, on the back of my hand, it's a slight difference because I don't have problems with elasticity really at this point in the game, but it is super smooth. And are we seeing any radiance going on? Not really. Like, this is the one that has the primer on it, and this is the one that doesn't. There's really not a big difference going on. There's maybe a little bit, but it's not like BAM! But that's okay. I didn't buy this as a highlighter or as an illuminator. I bought it as a firming treatment that is supposed to help your foundation apply smoothly and last all day and not sink into your pores and stuff. Now, this does not have pore filling properties. So if you're like me and you have star-like pits hanging out in your face, you are going to want to apply a pore filler also. And I believe that it would be good to apply this first and then fill the pores afterwards, because otherwise this isn't really going to sink into your skin and do anything for you. It's kind of going to sit on top and eventually evaporate. Then you're wasting money. I don't like wasting money. So I really do like the fragrance. It's extremely floral. Let me pull up for you the copy on the fragrance, because believe it or not, it's not in that like giant papyrus scroll that they sent. Let's do some Googling. Interestingly enough, I just Googled it on Sephora. Not only are they sold out, but the fragrance copy is not there. But if you go to Neiman Marcus and you search for this, this is what it says about this fragrance. There's an entire paragraph about the fragrance. It says the following: L'Or has a distinctive and delicate floral scent. The first peach note, blended with an accord of vegetal notes, is fresh and sparkling. The rose, raspberry, and jasmine heart is enriched with a powdery base of balsamic, benzoin, and white musk. There's a whole lot going on with this product. I'm gonna stop sniffing my hand now. You don't need to see that. First impressions, I love the scent. The packaging is super simple, which I appreciate, but it is very luxe. It is a heavy bottle, and when you're buying a product that is, you know, a high-end skincare product or makeup product, I do expect good packaging. This is good packaging. Thank you, Guerlain. In terms of the actual, what it's gonna do for my face, I have no idea. I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, but I'm gonna do the rest of my day, just gotta do random stuff today. Then tonight, I will reappear here magically with a bare face, and we are gonna find out what this does. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you in a few hours. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I have my bare ass face on right now, and we are going to get to the bottom of this Guerlain primer. So I have literally nothing on my face except for my Lancome serum, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on all of my various products up until, or I should say up through, my foundation and concealer. Then I'm going to turn the camera off, do the rest of my face real quick, and then we will talk some more about my impressions. So firstly, we've got the Tatcha Balancing Pore Perfecting Water Gel. This also has little gold particles in it, and this is just going to go over the whole face. This actually has a texture extremely similar to that Guerlain primer. Okay, so this is good enough for government work, and by the way, it's been several hours since I made my last installment of this video, and my hand still smells like this fragrance. And I washed my hands, I washed my beauty blender off, and I can still smell it. So this is some serious fragrance right here. So let's do, shall we do 1 or 2 pumps? Let's do 1 and see if I need to do a second one. So here we go. They say you just put it on your face starting from the center, and you kind of massage it in upward and outward because you want everything to be kind of lifted and tightened. You know what? I'm going to be extravagant. I'm going to put a pump on my throat too, just because I want to see what happens. Now it feels very light on my face. It doesn't actually feel like I put anything on it. As it is drying, I do feel a slight tightening, but it's not like super crazy, which is good. It's not uncomfortable. I don't feel like I can't move my face or anything. Okay, it is time to move on to the next step, which is my Maybelline Master Prime. This is the illuminating one with the SPF 30. It definitely is going across my skin very smoothly. And then to fill my pores, I'm going to be using, doesn't that sound horrible? Fill my pores. I'm going to be using my Dr. Jart Pore Medic, and just pressing that in only where I need it. So it's like my nose, my cheeks right here. And you know, now that the Guerlain is on my face, I'm like used to the fragrance, so I can't smell it anymore. But when my husband comes home from work in a little bit, I'm gonna be like, Andrew, smell my face. Do I smell like a fabulous flower garden? And he'll probably be like, no, you smell like a butt. And I'll be like, thanks. Okay. I think we're ready to foundationize this face. So we're going in with my old trusty L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. If this is going to work wonders, this is where I'm going to start to notice it. So wish me luck. Here we go. I definitely am getting a very smooth application, which I appreciate. It was easier to get my foundation to kind of spread over my face without having to manipulate it as much with the sponge, if that makes sense. Now I have some serious concealing to do. So I'm going to start with under my eyes. This is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, the yellow toned corrector shade. And again, this is where I'm going to be really interested to see how this primer affects, because this is the step, this under eye business, that can be janky. And once you set your concealer with powder, if you mess it up, you're screwed. I don't know how to fix it reliably without just doing everything all over again, because no matter how hard I try, it never looks good. It always looks like one of those cars that's been stitched together at a chop shop. That's what my face looks like when I try to do that. Not cute. Okay, now it's time to do the under eye concealing. I've taken to using my ring finger to do this because it helps it melt into my skin a little bit better than the wand. And this area under my eye here, it does feel firmer for sure. All right, now let's powder this baby up. So Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder for the under eye area. Okay, now for the rest of my face, let's be really extravagant and get out the Space Rocks. With these, I usually shake them up a little bit, and then I take the puff and I really do whack it into my skin. Sorry for the bracelet jangling. The price of beauty is bracelet jangling. Okay, so what do we think so far? I think it looks pretty good so far. I would say that this is smoother and with less effort than I've had to exert previously to get my foundation to look very smooth and, you know, fairly even. So I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm going to do the rest of my face, just something really basic, and then we will chat about my final impressions. So don't touch that dial, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, welcome back. So I have my full face back in place, and I am extremely, extremely happy with this particular product. Ooh, I have like a cotton thing in my hair. Yikes, that's gross. My makeup is very smooth. I'm very, very impressed. I expected to be impressed too. I wouldn't spend this kind of money. That's a $70 primer. I wouldn't spend that kind of money if I wasn't pretty darn sure I was gonna love it. But I figured if it didn't work, I could return it, but still. Definitely recommended. And this was just, it was like 1.5 pumps because I put that little like half pump on my neck. But even so, I think if I just did my face, it would be 1 pump. So, in conclusion, thank you for sticking around to the end of this. I hope you enjoyed this little exploration of the Guerlain primer and various and sundry hilariously snooty perfume samples. So thank you guys so much for watching and for spending some of your time with me today and for leaving all of the wonderful comments. I'm so glad that you guys liked the video. So please give this one a thumbs up. It really does help. Just that one little click helps a lot. And if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, you can click the link up here once I put my annotations in, or the button down there to do that. I would love to have you as a subscriber. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you guys real soon in my next video. Bye for now.